He was laying on the ground. One shot 4 times.
I'm Ty Pennington, and the renovation starts right now. We're traveling through South Central Los Angeles on our way to meet the Andersons. These guys have stuck together through the worst of times.
Hi, ABC. I'm Rodney Anderson. I'm 23. Right now, I'm currently enrolled in college. I'm finishing up my senior year. As you can see, I'm in a wheelchair. I've been in a wheelchair for 4 years now.
But Rodney Anderson was a great basketball player. He led his high school team to several championships, ended up getting a full scholarship to Cal State Fullerton. And there's really no telling where he would have ended up, maybe even the NBA. But then something happened.
On March 2nd, 2000, after getting a day off from school, I came home to visit my family and friends, and I was shot 4 times in the back.
He was shot multiple times by a gang member. It was a case of mistaken identity.
Guys that did it stopped and looked down and said, "Oh man, I'm sorry, you're the wrong one."
So the shooting left Rodney a quadriplegic. He regained a little movement in his arms, but he can't move his legs at all.
Sometimes he cries, because he just wanted to get up and walk. He wanted to just play ball, he wanted to walk.
Basketball is and was my first love.
Rodney can't play basketball anymore.
So that's probably the biggest thing I miss.
But he kept his scholarship and is on the honor roll and about to graduate with a degree in social work. So Rodney's sister Glenda actually moved in with her 3 kids so that she can help.
She helps me get in and out of bed, helps me get ready for school.
Rodney also gets a lot of help from his fiancée, Monique.
Rodney means everything to me. Without him, every day, I don't know what I would do.
And they're all living in that house, sleeping on couches, sleeping on the floor, sleeping wherever. These guys didn't have the money to remodel their house and make it wheelchair accessible. So the local assemblyman, Carl Washington, tried to get the family some help. He arranged for a grant from the state so that they could try and fix up their house.
We found a contractor who came in, opened the Anderson's home up, and left it that way.
He punched a few holes in the wall, did some demo, and then disappeared.
Everything's torn out, the wires are out. It's really unsafe for us here.
It's cold, it rains in there.
There's certain places in the house that he can't go in his wheelchair because the floors are cracking.
I can't even get into the bathroom in my wheelchair.
It's hard for Rodney because he needs someone to do it every day.
My major goal right now is to become as independent as possible.
Here we go. Good morning, Anderson family. Rodney, Monique, Joseph, Martha, Linda, Melanie, Courtney, Louis, come on out here.
Yeah, baby!
Good morning, guys.
Yeah!
Morning, guys. How are you? I know you actually got shot pretty close to your house, right? How far away was that from where we are right now?
It's about 3 houses down. I was here trying to get one of my best friends to go back to college because he had just left school.
It was the day before the last game, and the coach had gave him the day off.
So after dinner, he told his family he's gonna walk down the street and see a friend.
By the time he got to the street, we heard these shots. And we jumped and ran.
A gang member did this. It was a case of mistaken identity.
When I was laying on the ground, I guess he looked at my face and he was like, "I'm sorry, it's the wrong guy. Do you want me to help you?" And I was trying to tell him, I couldn't really talk, but I was trying to tell him that to go get my mom, but he just walked off.
When I got there, Rodney was hollering, "Ma, Ma, can you help me?"
He was laying on the ground.
Oh.
One shot 4 times. And he looked at me and I said, "You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it."
He seems like a fighter.
He is. He's the strongest person I know. I don't know anybody as strong as Rodney. He's been through so much.
After the shooting, Rodney was left a quadriplegic.
In the beginning, all there was the anger. I had to step back and just realize that, this happened and I can't change it. So I either have to move on or I have to give up. And then I couldn't give up.
Rodney is going back to school. He's getting his degree. He's living his life as best he can in his situation. And that is a story of courage.
I haven't done many demos in my time here, guys, but this is one place I'm looking forward to tearing down.
Yes, this thing needs to go.
All right, guys, I got the last thing I think we want to make sure we didn't forget. Rodney's jersey. So I think everything else in there definitely needs to go.
Yeah. Ty, how are we going to do demo on this house, though?
I actually made a phone call, and trust me, the guys will be here any minute.
Well, on that, I think we ought to get started with a thing we like to call demolition. Gentlemen, start your engines. 1, 2, 3, let's hit it! Woo! Oh, here we go. Oh, yes.
Come on, Preston!
They must be thinking, what is going on with our house?
We huffed, we puffed, we pulled that house down.
Okay, so it's day 3. We're starting to frame up the house. We're bringing in our walls right now. What's cool about this is these walls are numbered. This happens to be number 6. It's gonna go into place.
Well, here we are, day 3 already. Last night was a very, very sticky situation. Because of the whole gas leak, we thought we'd lost a lot of time, but the framers already put up Rodney and Monique's house.
We lost a lot of time that we desperately needed with a gas leak. Okay, so check it out. Usually we build one house for a really deserving family in a week. Well, this time we're stepping it up a notch. We're building 2 houses in a week. Check it out. We got one house that's gonna be for the family and another complete house for Rodney. That's 2 houses in a week, people. It just doesn't get any more extreme than that.
It wouldn't be called Extreme Makeover if we didn't do an extreme job, would it?
We have an ambitious plan, but I think it's needed to give Rodney and Monique their own space in the back house, yet make a very functional and beautiful house in the front for the rest of the family.
I mean, the coolest part about this is that Rodney and Monique, they're not gonna have to worry about living in a dining room and sharing an area with many, many people. And this is a guy who hasn't gotten a day of privacy since the accident, and that's all he wants. Take care of himself for a day, and he'll be able to do that here.
Now this, my friends, is the most important part of any roof. It is called the ridge beam, which goes through the whole entire house, and all of these rafters get nailed to it. Now it actually looks like wood, but it's not, it's called Paralam. Now this particular one is over 60 feet long. Then the rain comes, so we have to work with the rain, and it's coming down quite hard. So bang, no work being done. You definitely can't build a house when there's no roof on it and it's raining.
If it starts raining any worse, you know, we may have to cover some of this. You can see we have no lid at all on the front house. Weather. That's the one thing you can't design.
It's the morning of day 4, and the sun is finally shining. We've had rain and rain and rain. Look, there's mud all around us, which makes very slippery, very dangerous conditions for these guys, and I hope it hasn't set us back too much.
We're behind. We're really behind. I've heard we're 12 hours behind, 15 hours behind. Personally, I think we're a whole day behind.
Looks like we're missing quite a few things. This is a big indication that the electrical is not finished.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, oh my God, the tile is finally here. Thank you. Okay, this is Rodney's tile, so this goes in the back house. Now the process is moving along. The tile's here. Yay! Oh my gosh, the exposed brick is on. Hi!
Rodney needed a new house. Rodney needed all of these things to make his life easier and all of his family's lives easier.